morning, everybody. Good morning. It's Thursday. JD Vance, he did a good job last night. I watched the speech. And just real quick, for everybody who watched my show last night, I apologize for all the technical issues I had. I got it right. And when President Trump is up there, you can best believe it's going to be right. Is it true that some black folk have went through hell when it comes to racism and stuff in the past? It is true. Is it true that white folk went through hell as well, helping blacks? That is true. How come what we are seeing when it comes to black females on the networks like MSNBC and CNN, why do they continually show the most vicious, vile black women they can find? That is racism. They want to depict black women as ancient mamas for the Democrat Party and just vicious and evil instead of black women who have a total different view and conservative. It's getting to the point now. Joy Reid should be taken off the air. It's because she's a black female that Capcom won't remove her. And I don't understand why they haven't been thrown out. The RNC need to take security and throw them out. It's to the point now, the stuff Joy Reid is saying here, I'm about to show you, no sane person can make this argument. Take a look.
Reason was given 9 seconds to take a iconic photo op during an active shooter situation. Weird situation. We'll figure that out one day. But his survival of that and bouncing right back and going right to his convention is being conveyed in the media world as a sign of strength. This current president of the United States is 81 years old and has COVID. Should he be fine in a couple of days? Doesn't that convey exactly the same thing? That he's strong enough, older than Trump, to have gotten something that used to really be fatal to people his age. So if he does fine out of it and comes back and is able to do rallies, isn't that exactly the same? I mean, it's not exactly the same. It's not the same incident, but it's an elderly man coming through out of it.
Did you see that? And that's not all what MSNBC has said. Look at this.
First night of this convention, Trump was his own biggest prop. He entered the VIP box, a large white bandage on his injured right ear, the result of a close call on Saturday with a would-be assassin's bullet. A reminder of mortality, a badge of survival. It was a blank rectangle on which the crowd could read what it wished, and that made it the most potent placard in the hall. That's fair. A placard for delegates to fill in, an image for political mobilization, a spectacle for this candidate who we know is, by his own admission, obsessed with assorted spectacles.
It comes a point where you cannot have these type of people covering your events. Do you think the NAACP would allow Storm Gewehr to cover an NAACP rally? Do you think because if it's what they say it is, how to get a press credential, to be considered press, a Nazi propaganda or a Nazi magazine, would the NAACP be forced to allow them to cover their events? Would the DNC, quote unquote, allow a pro, they probably would allow pro-Hitlering because, the DNC base, the Democrat base, are all radicals for Palestine, not even acknowledging what happened October the 7th, 2023. I get so sick, and I don't mean to get off topic, I get so sick and tired of watching these fools on college campuses talk and yell about Palestine. And if they ever took their butt to Palestine, they wouldn't come back. especially queers for Palestine. This is your result. I don't know how Israel does it. I don't know how the Israeli college students in Israel don't do anti-American protests to this point. We have allowed, oh God, so much. I'll be honest. My mom always told me, and my mom always told me, I'm responsible for the hate that's in my heart. You responsible for it. And at this point, my hatred for Democrats and people who vote for them is growing and growing and growing. It's the people that I do know that are Democrats that say they vote for these things, but have still, regardless, treated me with respect because, you know, regardless of what, hey, Jamal, we family, bro. Who you vote for is your business, but you my cousin, you my cousin, you family. Whoever you vote for is your business. Now, my older brother, he's like, I don't vote, because God ain't gonna hold me responsible for what the person did. He's Jehovah's Witness, though. Yeah. My little brother, whatever, he's like, hey, I'm gonna vote for whoever ain't crazy. And so far, Trump is the only one that ain't crazy. I'm like, okay. But watching the viciousness of these Democrats and liberals, the reason why the temperature is so high in America and so much hatred is because we're only responding to you Democrats with what you gave out. And did you say we need to separate church from state? Well, if we separate church from state, Jesus said turn the other cheek. The book of the hood say turn the other cheek so I can swing harder and knock you out.